Welcome to day 10 of the 14-day challenge. And if you've seen any of the images on social media, day 10 is about being in the moment. The picture is of a toothbrush, and I will speak about that later. But I just want to remind people that mindfulness is about being in the present moment, accepting what is without judgment. There is no right or wrong. And what we're doing through these 14 days is just like we top up our monetary bank balance to pay the mortgage, pay for food, pay for petrol, pay for all the essentials and more that we need. Equally, we need to top up our emotional bank balance. And my challenge to you is to top that up a minute at a time. You do not need to stop and be for 20 minutes, but it's almost like topping it up slowly, 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 slowly. It's really interesting. I've got this on this morning, and it says the creation of 1,000 forests begins with a single seed. And that is what I'm asking you to do here. Imagine that in our head, it's like a big piece of marble that an artist needs to start sculpting. That marble's been the way it has been for a very, very long time, because that's what happens to our brain and the neural pathways in the brain. They're so used to doing the same thing. But if you always do what you always do, you'll always get what you've always got. So what I'm wanting to do with the work that we're doing together is to start etching, making little gaps for change in those neural pathways. And how do we do that? We do that by stopping a minute at a time to be in the moment. And we start with the foundation of this work, which is of course the breath work. So let's just start by focusing on that breath as it is, and give yourself a nice big smile for either being live or watching this later. So let's just simply focus on the breath as it is. Letting go of anything we've needed to do to be here now, by simply focusing on that breath. Becoming aware of the feet on the ground, the body on the chair, and just dropping those shoulders just that little bit, and giving them a nice roll as well. Roll them forward, roll them back, and then just let them drop gently by your sides as you're becoming aware of the breath. Take a moment to see how you're feeling here and now, remembering there is no right or wrong, accepting what is that you're noticing without judgment. Back to that breath as it is. So I spoke earlier about the big sculptor, the big piece of marble. I'm going to use the analogy of brushing, which we do automatically every morning and every evening. We kind of get up, and part of our routine is to brush our teeth. And how much do we do that with being in the moment? I know I certainly don't always do it in the moment. Like waking up, grabbing the brush, putting the toothbrush on and brushing away while I'm probably doing other stuff. At least standing at the sink. So if we slow that down a little bit, what would that consist of? Let's just walk through that. So it's about taking the toothbrush, putting on some toothpaste, and as you're doing that, how about using your senses? What does the handle of the toothbrush feel like? Can you smell the toothpaste? And if you smell that toothpaste, what does that bring for you in the moment? And then as you're putting it into your mouth and you start brushing, what are you noticing going on in the mouth? What is the taste? How does the foaming feel between the teeth and on the tongue and in the mouth? And as you're brushing with presence, how is that different? This is an easy daily mindful moment. It can be part of your mindfulness ritual if you so choose. But there are so many others that I've been sharing with you too. And as I've said, what is my aim? My aim is to work with you to explore where you can fit in these mindful moments in the day, starting with a minute and building it up to 5 or even maybe more. So I'm going to leave you with that thought, because being on day 10, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you finding those mindful moments in the day? Where are you stopping? Where are you being grateful? How are you showing kindness to yourself? Please, as always, I ask, share those moments with me. Because actually the more we share, the more we learn, and I learn too, which is what I love from hearing from you all. So I'm going to just go back to that breath as it is. Simply focusing on the breath and giving yourselves a nice big smile. No need to change anything, just simply focusing on that breath. With that breath in the here and now, witnessing the breath, observing the breath. And then I'd like you to take a nice deep breath in, as deep as you can. Deep, 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 deep. Hold it for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let that go just gently, 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 gently. And then just coming back to the breath as it is. Using that breath as an anchor to bring us into this body. This wonderful vehicle of the body that enables us to do so much. And then take a nice deep breath in again, in as deep as you can. And as you're breathing in, we're breathing in love, compassion and kindness for ourselves. And feel as you're doing that in-breath, taking in that love, compassion and kindness. And when we hold for 4, seeing that love, compassion and kindness flowing through the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then gently on the out breath, gently, gently, gently sending that love, compassion and kindness out to our loved ones and out to the world. Namaste. The soul in me bows to the soul in you, for we are one. Thank you for making time to be with me, but more importantly, for giving yourself the time to be in the moment.